So I got out at Grand Central and I walked up Madison Avenue, and I took the M4, and then I got out again and I continued walking up Madison, and then I crossed over Park Avenue, and here is Midtown, and there is Times Square, and that's a theater district, and that's MoMA, and of course Rockefeller Center. And let's talk about the streets a bit. Okay, here are the avenues, and they run north and south. And here are the streets, and they run east and west. The streets are one way and alternate. And there are some exceptions like 72nd, 57th Street. And the avenues do the same thing. They go one way, and there are exceptions like Park Avenue. Now we're on the Upper East Side, and here's the route that I took. And it was a Sunday, and it was a Father's Day, so it was pretty quiet, except when you got to Fifth Avenue and by the park. There were a lot of tourists, as usual, a lot of locals, but it was just very beautiful. Sundays are always beautiful on the Upper East Side. And here are the attractions: the Frick Museum, Explorers Club, the Asia Society Museum, and of course you have the Lenox Hill Post Office, and Ralph Lauren, and the subway's right there. Close by the Metropolitan Museum. It's a really beautiful area. I found one of the most beautiful spots on the Upper East Side. It's a boutique, and the building is a brownstone with a copper-clad bay window and beautiful greenery out front, and just a combination of the building and in this setting, it just completely sublime. And there's so many of these spots in the Upper East Side. Also on 70th Street is a filming location for the Sex and the City movie. Now the address is 963 Lexington Avenue, but the entrance to the restaurant, as well as the outdoor seating, is 70th Street. This is Central Park's Bethesda Fountain. It's a neoclassical sculpture and one of the largest fountains in New York State. It was to commemorate the Croton Aqueduct. Jacob Ray Mould designed the pool and lower basin. Emma Stebbins was commissioned in 1868 to create the bronze statues. The top sculpture is called the Angel of the Waters. The dedication ceremony was held in 1871. Stebbins became the first woman in New York City to receive a public art commission. Bethesda Terrace Arcade was also designed by Jacob Ray Mould. It has an arched interior walkway which links the mall to the lake. It also has an encaustic tiled ceiling. These tiles are from England's Minton Tile Company. These are the same type of tiles which can be found decorating the floors of many European cathedrals. This is 867 Madison Avenue, on the corner of East 72nd Street. It's a Gertrude Rhinelander Waldo house, now home to Ralph Lauren. It was constructed in 1898 by architects Kimball and Thompson, and it's of the French Renaissance style. Gertrude Rhinelander Waldo was an American heiress, and she is buried in upstate New York in Sleepy Hollow Cemetery. I saw this soap advertisement on the side of a building, set in a little from the corner of 2nd Avenue and 72nd Street, James Pyle's Paroline washing compound. Look at how vibrant the blue is. It's been hidden on the side of that building for decades, maybe even 100 years, in quiet repose. This is a piece of forgotten history, and they're everywhere around Manhattan. I have a friend who's lived here for over 40 years, and he tells me how New York is still very much a 19th century city. You have the guy selling fruit on the corner, cobblestone streets downtown, and the same steam heat system that's been going on since the 1880s. And of course the architecture, the carriage houses, the brownstones, cast iron buildings, and the Art Deco apartments and skyscrapers. This place is just as much about brick and terracotta as it is steel and glass.